Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video we're going to be going through the top Supreme Arena defenses I've come up with for this week. We have three different formations to go through. A free-to-play formation, a Harak mid-level formation, and then the pay-to-win formation as well. We're going to lead it off with the free-to-play team number 1. This is going to be a Lily May and Siren double damage dealer comp with Ravion buffing up both of them. We have Pheromore for further buffing Lily May to get more growth stacks, and we have the Divine Favor spell to even give further temporary buffs to Lily May and Siren. We have Hugin to buff up Siren throughout the whole course of this match, and we have the Snow Stomper Phantomal, who probably you will upgrade to level 90 because that is recommended for AFK stages, and then you can make use of his special effect, the Frost Weaver, and we're going to give it to Ravion. Basically, the only thing to keep in mind with this is you want to try to give it to an ally that has the highest attack speed, because they'll apply a snowball on each one of their basic normal attacks, and Ravion has a pretty good attack speed. So this overall is going to be a very solid team. You'll want to have Ravion at Mythic Plus. If you do not have Ravion at Mythic Plus and you want to run a team like this, you can replace Ravion for Damien. However, then the thing is, you will want to give the Frost Weaver effect to someone useful, and I would probably go for it like here, and then just buff up the Lily May with the Snow Stomper, for example. So this could be like the free-to-play version if you do not have Ravion, but Ravion is going to be better. Okay, moving on to team number 2. Team number 2, okay, I feel like it should be pretty good. It looks a bit like an AFK stage comp here, but really, for this Hugin map, Tossie does really well, and who is Tossie's best ally is pretty much Bonnie, because Bonnie's going to debuff the enemies, and Tossie's going to spread them, and then also have that solo potential at the end. We have the Snow Stomper again in front of the Iron, so he will take an enemy Lily May interruption, and we're also giving him the buff onto the Bonnie in the back, who has a pretty good attack speed, so she can keep applying the Frost Weaver effect. So we're going to be basically counting enemy Lily Mays. We're going to be grouping them up. Bonnie is going to debuff, and then we're going to spread it. And then we have twins to further buff up the Tossie and Iron so that they hit even harder. And we have Almas, who has great synergy with Iron. And we're going to go for the Pack Bond spell just to make this whole team more difficult to deal with, keep everyone alive for longer. Because the only other artifact I was thinking, which is really good, is Seismic Spell. But the problem with Seismic Spell is it kind of overlaps and becomes redundant a bit with Iron, because Iron already is immobilizing enemies. So Seismic Spell is also immobilizing enemies for the first 5 seconds, and it feels kind of like a waste. But the damage from Seismic Spell still is good, so you definitely could run Seismic Spell on this team if you wanted to. The Pack One is going to be good. Yeah, so overall, I think this will be a good team for everyone, and yeah, I think it should be good. If you want to replace the twins, you can run Thorin here, for example, rather than the twins. That can be fine. For example, you could have maybe Thorin swap pack to the Tossie, for example. It would be fine. Another thing you could try is if you want to use Valka, because some people want to use Valka. I think a team like this is actually where Valka could shine, like giving attack speed to the entire all allies, shielding herself as well. I think this would also be an interesting team you can run if you want to use Valka, so just some different replacement options. And then for team number 3, it is going to be the Pandora team, Pandora Shmira, because this is always really solid. And this map is really awkward. Even map number 1 was awkward for both of them. But I think we still came up with a pretty good placement. Damon's going to be buffing up Shmira. Pandora will put Shmira in the box. We have Ludovic here to heal up both Niru and Pandora. This is important because you want to make sure Pandora is going to survive, and in this position she should. And then we have the Grim Executioner Phantom just a tank for the team. And of course we have Niru to take the enemy Lily May interruption so that Shmira will be able to freely cast her ultimate. Okay guys, so moving on to the mid-level of teams, we have a Harak team lineup, and we're going to have Theodore here. So Theodore is going to be really good because he's going to allow Siren to almost get an instant ultimate off, and we have Snowstormer to take an enemy Lily May interruption, so that's all good. And then again, we have the same Frost Weaver buff going to Ravion, and Pheromore buffing up Lily May. Now, if you don't have Theodore, that is fine. You can replace Theodore for Hugin. That is totally acceptable, and Hugin is still going to be good, but Theodore overall is going to be better because it will allow your Siren to get off an ultimate quicker, and that could be the game-winning ultimate for you. So this team should be good. Team number 2 is going to be a Harak team with Tassi and Bonnie, because Tassi and Bonnie, they have great synergy together. Tassi is good in this map because she's going to jump around and get this shielding effect, and Harak also is good on this map for that reason. We're going to go for a more offensive artifact. We're going for the seismic spell, although you can also, if you want, to run pack 1 spell, but from my testing, a little bit of testing I did in duel, it felt like seismic spell was just more impactful, because like you're going to lock down the enemies, also spread Bonnie's debuffs rapidly, and it's just going to buy time for Harak as well. So seismic spell also can be considered in a way a defensive artifact, but it definitely is pretty offensive as well. We have the Pressure Illusion to give damage reduction and shielding to Harak. Harak just needs to get 1 kill, and then he's going to be good to go. And because we have Bonnie and Tassi and Seismic Spell, we're going to be setting some enemies to low health and hopefully setting up a kill for Harak so that he can get snowballing and carry your team. So this should be a good team. Also, because he dashes around in the fight, he can take advantage of this 4-tiled movement to gain the shield. And there we basically have it. Okay, moving on. We now have team number 3. Team number 3 is again going to be the Pandora Chimera comp. It looks weird, but trust me, it is going to be good, because we have Damon buffing up Chimera. We have Pandora putting Chimera in the box. Chimera's still going to hit like a truck. We have the Blood Moon spell to buff up Chimera so that as soon as she exits, she's going to be dealing maximum damage. Even if the enemy does channel all their damage into Nero, we're going to be rapidly healing him up with Ludovic right from the beginning of the match. And even if Nero goes down, that is fine for your team, because his main job here is to take the Lily May interruption potentially, and also it means that they're not going to be focusing Pandora. You just need to have Pandora survive for 4 seconds, because Chimera is going to carry your team once she is out of the box. It doesn't matter if Nero is alive or dead at that point. And before we move on to the pay-to-win teams, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please consider using my affiliate link for the official Farlight Store. There is a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. Okay guys, now we have the pay-to-win team. So pay-to-win team number 1 is also going to be a Theodore Siren comp. We have them up here in the 3-tile formation, and we're going to have the Snow Stomper to take an enemy Lily May interruption, allowing Siren to go off right after that. And we're going to be having the Frost Reaver buff onto Bonnie, because she has pretty high attack speed. She'll be able to snowball the enemies for more crowd control. We have Lily May for any interruptions if needed, and also her damage. And we also have Tassi to spread the Bonnie debuffs and have great synergy, especially after Siren groups up the entire enemy team. We're going to be running the seismic spell, because this is a really good artifact. It will help, it will just deal magical damage. It will immobilize the enemies, which is actually needed, because in this team we don't have an immediate Iron ultimate, right? We actually have we'll have to wait 2 to 3 seconds before Siren can cast his ultimate, even when he's behind Theodore. So having the immobilization of seismic spell, and then we're gonna chain that into the Siren ultimate, crowd control, and Tassi stunning, that is going to be really strong. So overall, this is a team I was running in the previous week, and it was doing well for me. And so I think this is a really good team, and it's actually fairly free-to-play friendly as well. It's not using any Celestial Hypogean heroes. But the teams after this are not going to be free-to-play friendly. So the team number 2, this team is looking crazy. If you look at it, you're like, what is even going on here? So my idea was I wanted Harak, Athalia, Saida, because so Harak has movement which synergizes in this map, and I'm also running pack bond spell to protect the Harak long enough. I also have Athalia for movement, she's gonna travel a good number of tiles, and then also get this shielding effect. And I have the level 80 soul pact of the Phantomal Illucia. Now this is going to have a special effect that when the ally behind Illucia travels 4 tiles, it will have a crowd control effect. If you take a look, for every 4 tiles moved by the Spirit Marked Hero, which is going to be the Athalia, a black hole will spawn in the area where the most enemies, pulling enemies in, so some crowd control, and then the black hole will collapse, dealing damage, true damage, and immobilizing further. So it has a good amount of crowd control, and this will be really good for PvP. But on top of all of this, we have the hero herself, Valka. Valka is right in the center of this. She is going to be giving attack speed to as many allies as possible, and Valka is going to go crazy. I don't know why I like Valka a lot, but she has shielding. She's able to survive really well, which kind of does well in this pack bond spell team. You just want everyone to survive on the team. And she also deals pretty decent damage. She can eventually take enemy Lily May interruptions, because her ultimate only costs 100 energy, so she can take those interruptions pretty effectively. And so I just wanted to run Valka. Basically, I tried different things in duel battle, and Valka was one of the teams was doing pretty well. at least in the teams that I was facing. And we have Athalia as a Spirit Mark ally because Athalia has the most dashes, like over a sustained period of time. I think she's going to travel the most distance, and that is why she does really well with the effect of Illucia, like we mentioned, which is that crowd control effect. And then we have the twins of Stellar Bond only buffing up Harak, and Harak is going to try to solo for our team. We have Pack Bond just to buy more time for the Harak. And what is going to happen here is, like, we're so blocked in that Harak is just going to be stuck behind here until he has his Tidal Assault cooldown ready to cast, and then he's going to dash into probably the back line and get the effect of the shield as well. So that is basically team number 2. I'm really excited for this team. I think it will be good. Obviously, you don't have to run Valka. You could even run a hero like Ludovic. That was another hero I was considering. And for the team number 3, it is going to be the Diagonal Alyssa Dunlinger team. So we have Dunlinger to give the shield onto Diagonal so he can cast his ultimate. We have Alyssa to further protect the Diagonal with her bow buff. And then we have Ravion behind the Illucia, because again, Ravion is another hero who's going to travel a good amount of distance with his teleportation strike attack. That is going to basically trigger the Illucia level 80 or level 90 skill more effectively. And so Ravion is going to do well to be buffed up by Illucia here. And then we just have a lot of temporary buffs. We have Ravion, we have Leica, we have the Divine Favor spell. So overall, this is going to be a solid team as well. And if the opponent tries to run a Bonnie, Bonnie is going to debuff Alyssa. That's kind of what I wanted to happen. I didn't want Diagonal to be taking those Bonnie buffs, debuffs right from the beginning. So yeah, there we have it, guys. Those are going to be the top teams you can run for the different levels for this week. Hopefully they work out well for you. If you have any other ideas, you can feel free to share them in the comment section down below. But thanks for watching. If you're not already a member of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. There's a link to that in the description of this video. Also, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight Store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.